Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. The room just got a little bit brighter, Rob.
Oh, yeah. It's much more exciting now.
Lisa Varner is in the studio, one of my favorite people in this community. She's so beautiful in so many different ways. She hates when I say that, but she is. And she has taught us so much about hospice. She is the community outreach coordinator for Hospice of Marion County. And today, I can't remember if she told us she was a motorcycle chick or not. Do you remember? I can't remember.
Yeah, she gets on occasionally.
You're not a motorcycle chick?
Not current.
Not currently, but you have been.
I have.
So that long hair just flows.
No, because I wear a helmet.
Oh, you wear a helmet.
Good for you.
There you are. Lisa is here to talk about the annual Steel Horse Stampede motorcycle ride, which is why the motorcycle chick reference was made. It's a fundraising event for Hospice of Marion County, and also the Steps of Remembrance Memorial Walk at Shalom Park, and the Lessons Learned from Mother Teresa event on Monday, November 10th. Wow, you got a lot to talk about.
We do.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You look good. You always look good.
Thanks.
I love your posts on Facebook. You're one of the most positive people out there.
Oh, I try to
She
keep
is.
it positive. There's so much negative.
Just positive and loving. Everything you do shows love. So
Oh, thank you.
that is a wonderful thing. Your family's blessed to have you in it.
Oh, well,
We're blessed to have you.
I'll have to let you talk to my husband.
No. I'm sure he knows. He knows. So let's start with the motorcycle thing.
Sure.
When is that?
That is going to be this Saturday, November 1st.
Okay.
And you made reference to us being busy. We are busy at Hospice of Marion County in November because November is National Hospice Month.
Is that right?
Yes. So we do plan a lot of activities for November to help heighten awareness about the importance of hospice care.
If I ever win the lottery, you guys are going to get some of it.
Oh, good.
You know why? Because I really owe you. I try my hardest whenever there's a fundraiser to be, do a little bit here, $20 here, $20 there, but it's never going to give you back what you guys gave me for both my mom and my dad.
Aww.
And I've told you that before. And I'm not trying to bring up something that was sad for me. It was, I'm really speaking the truth. I mean, you guys were there for, it was kind of like having somebody hold your hand and said, this is what we're going to do now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of the fear of the unknown out of the process because the nurses really do a good job, I think, of educating the family about what to expect and how they can be prepared to support their loved one.
Yeah. And the whole money thing, I mean, every fundraiser is for money.
That's right.
Because people like me couldn't afford to pay. And so therefore, you guys said, no worry about it. We're there.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Right. It is a wonderful service that we are able to provide through the generosity of the donors in our community. And so we try to do different types of things. None of the events would foot the bill by themselves, but they do help close the gap in unfunded care.
And the Steel Horse Stampede seems to be your signature event every year.
I think so. One of the neat things about it is that we're in our 11th year with that event.
That is a cool name. Did I ever ask you where that name came from?
I don't know that you did, but I couldn't answer that
Oh,
question.
you don't know the answer?
No, because that event predates my hospice time. So,
But isn't it just whoever came up with it? That is an awesome name, Steel Horse Stampede. Has anybody stolen the name?
I think there are some others named that because of some comments I've seen on our YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And the trains have always been referred to as the Iron Horse, so maybe that's where the Steel Horse came from. For motorcycles, maybe?
I thought because this is horse country and those are...
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
That's the closest thing we have to a horse is a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you
Sort of, kinda.
own horses. But,
Do you own horses? Do you have horses?
No. No, I have dogs. We can't ride them.
If they're big enough, you can ride them. Yeah. So the Steel Horse, now do you have everybody you need for this Saturday, or do we need to recruit motorcycle people?
We can always use more people to ride in this event. You get a lot at this event for the money that you pay. It's only $18 for a rider. Really? Yes. And that includes a light breakfast and a barbecue lunch.
Wow.
And live entertainment. The ride is a 55-mile escorted route throughout the county and stops at each of our 4 hospice houses. So the participants have an opportunity to see what their money is going to support. And the residents or the patients who are able to come outdoors the day of the ride, it's a real uplifting experience.
They come out? Oh,
yes,
wow.
they do. And in Summerfield, our hospice house, the Tuscany house, is next door to our assisted living facility. So the residents of the assisted living facility love for the motorcycles to come.
I bet,
yeah, they're all outside and they have their posters and their flags and things
How
like
cool
that.
is that?
It's a lot of fun.
So do you know anybody in the community, you don't have to name names, but do you know anybody in the community that is part of the motorcycle group, that when they're in the group, they're all leathered up and you say, whoa, I never saw you like this before. Have you had that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because I've seen two people that I know in the community that usually have a business suit.
Exactly.
Or something, and then here they are with leather and
it's quite the contrast.
Studs and chains.
Yeah. Well, I think there can be a stereotype around people who own motorcycles, and we have found that the motorcycle riders are the most compassionate and generous of any of the affinity groups that we have.
Yeah. They always come up to the plate.
They do always step up to the plate and really do a great job.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my favorite things that they have done, I mean, your event is a favorite as well, but when there's no real event, but there's a threat by an outside organization to protest at a funeral or something like that. Oh. And then these guys come out there and they say, well, you can do all you want, but nobody's going to see you because we're going to block the view.
Okay.
So then they hold all these American flags and they got all kinds of motorcycles in the way. So they're busy with their signs. Nobody can see them.
Well, there you go.
Isn't that wonderful that they do that?
Yeah. Such strong support.
Yeah.
In many areas.
So that's this Saturday.
That is this Saturday.
I can't bring my Schwinn. I know I asked you that once before.
Oh, yeah. No.
And what about the passenger? Is there a fee for the passenger?
There is a fee for the passenger, and it's the same price. It's the $18.
Oh, okay.
And it's really a full day. Registration starts at 8. The ride actually begins at 10 a.m. And they get back to the main hospice office around 12:30, 12:45, and then they do lunch and the live entertainment by Night Shift Band, and they do door prizes and a 50-50 drawing and that kind of thing. Nice. So it's really a pretty full day.
Well, and when you were on a bike, were you driving it or riding?
I was riding.
You were the back?
I was.
Was your husband the driver?
It was,
yes. Okay. And he gave it up? No more bikes?
We gave up the motorcycle. We didn't have time to enjoy it because with the kids, you have your kids to tote.
I heard a guy the other day.
What are you going to do? You can't, the two of you ride a motorcycle and then leave your kids to walk, so.
Or leave them home. No, that doesn't work.
We didn't have an opportunity to really enjoy the motorcycle, so we decided to get rid of it.
I heard there was a guy on a motorcycle on Sunday on Silver Springs Boulevard, and his motorcycle was one of the quiet ones. Hey, how you doing out there? Good to see you. Hey. So he had a radio on his motorcycle that was so loud you could hear it for blocks. Yeah, and the motorcycle itself wasn't noisy, but the radio was so loud. I thought a parade was coming.
There you go.
Yeah,
he was a parade.
He was a one-man parade. Yeah, one-man parade. Are you guys in the parade, by the way? In the Christmas?
We are in the Christmas parade, of course.
What do you got? You got a float?
Not really. Just one of our company vehicles with the sign on the side, and then we have a banner. We have some employees who walk in front of the vehicle, and then we'll have the bed of the pickup truck will be full of people with their Christmas hats and waving.
Are you in there?
I am not going to be in town this year, but I have in the past. Yes.
Because we'll be broadcasting from Life South.
Oh, will you?
So if you're not in there, we won't wave to you.
Okay, but I will have some hospice people, so I would appreciate the mention. Yes.
Okay, all right, we'll mention
We
it.
will do that.
We need to take a little break, Lisa, and then we'll learn about the Steps of Remembrance Memorial Walk at Shalom Park, and then also the Lessons Learned from Mother Teresa event on November 10th. I can't wait to hear about that one. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back with Lisa Varner.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000, 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
We are The Source, WOCA, news, talk, sports, and more.
All right, Lisa Varner is here, and we're talking about everything except for hospice during the break. So, Lisa, can I ask you a question before we get into the two events that we didn't mention yet?
Sure.
In hospice, when you are working, when you're kind of like your off time, your downtime, or whatever, you're just chatting with the nurses and everybody, do any of them come back with like, oh my gosh, I think I saw a spirit or an angel or a ghost or something? Have you ever had that?
I haven't ever heard anybody say that they saw something, but we do have, I mentioned our assisted living facility down in Summerfield. One of the things that they do is that whenever someone is on hospice in the assisted living facility, so one of their residents, when the patient passes, they open the window and they sing "I'll Fly Away."
Oh, really?
And then I have heard of things in the hospice houses. But I don't recall specifics.
Oh, man, you can't tell us one?
I don't. I mean, I would be making it up, so I don't want to do that. But I have heard of nurses who have seen or felt things that they...
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So...
Wow.
And the thing that I have heard many times is that patients... right before they pass away, they do see people who have already passed away. They have visions of their loved ones who are already, gone. And that's very common. So people have different beliefs about that, whether they're hallucinating or they believe that it's truly a spirit who's come to help them with that transition. So
I wonder who's going to be there for me.
Well, you have a lot of people there for you.
Joe, we had this guy the other day. He said
you.
that dogs could have heaven. And I said, that's great. What about like roaches? Because I kill a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
what's the cutoff?
Yeah. What animal doesn't make it? Yeah. And then when I said, "What about dinosaurs? Are they up there too?" And he said, "You know what? That's beyond my pay grade." And I
Yeah, he did. He couldn't answer.
I love that excuse. Beyond my pay grade.
Oh, yeah. Great question.
But losing a pet, a dog. I mean,
It's hard.
there's a difference. But there's also a similarity to losing
Sure.
a person. I'm not saying it's even close, but there's a similarity.
Well, any loss, the stages in a loss are the same, whether it's a job, a house, a relationship. You go through the same 5 stages. And I didn't bring information about this topic, but on November 21st, we're having a pet loss seminar or a workshop, a grief workshop for people who have lost an animal. Another part of our Hospice Month activities.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
So tell me about the event at Shalom. Is it Gardens?
Shalom Park.
Shalom Park.
Which is a beautiful setting. If you have not ever been there, it's part of On Top of the World, and it is on Southwest 80th Avenue. This event is going to be on Saturday, November 8th. Registration will start at 10, and the program will be over by 1, but it's just it's an opportunity for people to enjoy the serenity of that park, and there will be some live music, and also we'll have people throughout to help with someone if you just want somebody to talk to, and then the event will conclude with a butterfly release. So it's not.
Oh, how nice!
Yes. So it's not a walk like the types of walks for Relay for Life or March of Dimes, any of those types of things. It's really just it's more of a stroll, and it's at your leisure. It's not a group. Like, you don't go as a group.
Right.
It's beautiful.
It's an opportunity to reflect and really remember.
How many butterflies do you have?
I have no idea.
Are they rented or something? Do they come back?
No. No? No. They're not like those, what are they, doves that you release and they come back? No. We work with a lady up. She's near Gainesville, and her name escapes me, but
I like that. Escapes you.
Yes,
it's a butterfly
like
release.
this butterfly will. But they come and they're in a cooler, which makes them dormant. So
Same
they're
thing happens to me.
in little envelopes, and then you take them out of the cooler
In
enough
envelopes,
time.
really?
Yeah. So because when their wings are compressed, they don't fly.
Yeah.
So you open up the envelope, and when their wings open,
they
fly away.
Oh, wow.
So it should be really nice because of the greenery there at Shalom Park.
And there's a pond there, too.
There is.
Really beautiful water we discovered.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's a labyrinth, it says, and so it'll be it's a lovely event. This is I believe this is the 3rd year that we have done this.
Is that a fundraiser also?
It does not really make any money. No, not really.
And what about the Lessons Learned from Mother Teresa event?
Okay.
What is that?
Thank you for asking. We have talked before about the importance of living wills and advance directives. And I believe I brought you copies of The 5 Wishes, which is the nation's most popular living will. The author of The 5 Wishes, Jim Toohey, is going to be coming and speaking on November 10th. It's a free community event, and the topic is Lessons Learned from Mother Teresa. He worked for 12 years with the mother.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And he was her legal counsel, and he did a lot of work with her in helping care for people at the end of life. So his work with her really led him to develop the 5 Wishes.
Really?
So he founded a group called Aging with Dignity that's in Tallahassee, and they put out the 5 Wishes document, and he has moved on from Aging with Dignity. He's now president of Ave Maria University in South Florida.
Oh, how fitting.
So
Yeah, really?
yeah.
Wow.
So he's joining us, and we expect it to be a sold out, although it's free, a sold out event.
I got you. As much as I know about Mother Teresa, I don't feel like I know much about her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know much about her?
No.
I don't either.
No. She did a lot of work.
Helps everybody.
She did a lot of work with orphans, I believe, and
that part I know, but there's so much obviously that I don't know about her. Wow, he'd be a guy to pick his brain, wouldn't he?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
What? So he's coming to town?
He is.
Can we get him on the show? Can we get him to do an interview with us?
I doubt
You doubt it?
in person, but I can ask.
Yeah.
I can certainly ask.
To promote the event, November 10th.
Now he couldn't come here to
Do the phone?
He could do it on the phone.
Sure.
Probably,
Oh, that'd be
though.
wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to try to arrange that.
Yeah, that'd be
Lessons learned. I'd love to hear. So is that what he's going to talk about? Is the lessons he learned from her?
That is the topic, and again, it's just an opportunity for us to, talk about end of life issues and compassion. That's a huge part of what his talk will be about, and compassion is really a part of our mission. It's one of our biggest values in hospice care, that we are providing care that is compassionate.
Is he going to allow people to share their stories, whether they were the caregiver of a person who has passed away, or whether they contracted cancer or something, and now they've gotten the word that maybe they might need to have hospice care?
I don't know that that's going to be incorporated in that presentation, but we are going to have some counselors available, and we'll have the 5 wishes available so that people can, ask questions about it, and we can help them with that if they are interested.
Have you ever had somebody come to you with a question about after? Like, let's say somebody was cremated and they wanted to know, how do I properly spread ashes? Because ash spreading is against the law in a lot of places, like in the river.
Yeah, I couldn't go there.
We have a friend who has his mother's ashes.
Oh.
You probably met Doug. Doug's our friend. Yeah. Yeah, so he's trying to figure out. I said, well, get the priest to bless him, and then we'll take it out on a boat. He wanted to do it in the Rainbow. He wanted to do it in Blue Run, which is a part of the Rainbow River. Then we found out, nope, it's against the law.
No.
Yeah,
Couldn't do that.
So nobody comes to you with that question, huh?
I have not personally had that question, but I bet some of our social workers have.
I bet they have. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the great things about hospice, is that you always go above and beyond, and nothing is a chore, no matter what questions or needs people have, whether it's the family or the caregivers, you always find out the answers.
Sure.
With compassion.
Yeah.
So you're staying busy. You're not going to be in town for the Christmas parade.
I'm not going to be in town for the Christmas parade.
You going someplace snowy?
No, I'm going to my daughter's state softball tournament.
Ah!
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So how else can we help you? Obviously, a check would help.
Donations are always welcome.
So if we don't have a motorcycle for this Saturday,
Right.
we can still help out with simply writing a check, right?
Sure. And you could, if you don't, or if you have the time and the inclination, we're always looking for volunteers. And
what would a volunteer do?
Well, our greatest need for volunteers is patient support. So that person might go and visit a patient for an hour or 2.
Really?
Once a week. That's our greatest
Do
need.
they like that? I mean,
They love it.
You're sitting there dying, and somebody comes and says, "Hi, how you doing? I don't know you."
I'm not sure that's a very good description of what they do, but people love to talk, don't they? And
everybody's different. I guess.
I mean, people love to talk, and we only provide a volunteer if somebody requests it. But we have people who have requested volunteers, and we can't meet their need because we don't have enough people interested in volunteering with patients.
You also have singers.
We truly have a volunteer opportunity for everybody because, we need help with our events like Steel Horse Stampede, people to do registration, to put out the breakfast, then we have patient support. We have our 5 thrift stores, it takes a huge, huge amount of volunteers to run those thrift stores. Yeah. Donate to the thrift stores, shop at the thrift stores. We love that. volunteering, donating money.
Yeah.
Put us in your will.
And before we say goodbye, what's your phone number and website?
Oh, phone number is 873-7400, and the website is hospiceofmarion.com.
The most beautiful people I've ever met. One of them sitting right here, Lisa Varner. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are always so great. We'll see you next time.
Yes, you will.
All right. We'll be right back. Call us if you need any of that repeated. Robin already has it on our guest list, and of course, it'll be on Facebook as well. And this interview with Lisa will be on Facebook and the YouTube channel for WOCA. Lisa, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. New York health officials taking no chances. A child with Ebola-like symptoms now in the hospital.
He was vomiting, had a 103-degree temperature, who had just returned Saturday with his family from Guinea in West Africa. So the hazmat crew went there with full protective gear. They transported him here to Bellevue.
Fox's Rick Leventhal, a nurse quarantined under New Jersey's strict new Ebola guidelines, has been released after showing no symptoms. Another student shot in Friday's Washington State High School rampages died, 14-year-old Gia Soriano. Dr. Joanne Roberts of Providence Medical Center read her parents' statement.
We've made the decision to donate Gia's organs so that others may benefit. Our daughter was loving and kind, and this gift honors her life.
2 died in the shooting, including the gunman. The number of people signing deals to buy homes only edged up in September. Experts say it's still tough for many people to